Hey guys, now in this video I'm going to show you how I want you to take progress and how you're going to monitor progress. And no, it's not just about scales. Okay, now scales can give us an idea of what is going on, but it's not going to give us the whole picture of the kind of progress that we want. Okay, many of my clients have stayed the same scale weight but have seen massive shifts in their physique and their fat loss. Okay, so what we try and do is every week we try and track and see what is going on, so then we can adjust training, we can adjust our nutrition to try and make sure that we keep making progress and we're not plateauing. So what I ask all of my clients to do is try and take these readings that I'm going to show you at the same time of every week. And I like to do Friday morning before breakfast. We keep it the same, we get into a routine, we've had a good week up to now, and it will give us an emphasis to keep pushing on through the weekend. So every Friday morning, this is what you're going to do. Initially, you're going to take your scale weight. If you have a good relationship with scales and you feel that no matter what the scales are going to tell you, it's not going to knock you off course, it's not going to make you feel depressed, it's not going to have a big impact on your day. If you feel that it is, then don't worry about the scale weight. But if you can, get on the scales and make sure that you document that in the PT Hub. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to take a caliper reading. Now, these calipers, and then what we're going to do is it's not going to give you your overall body fat percentage, but it's going to give you a number. And what we're going to do is, one of the areas that we take a caliper reading from is just above the hip. And we're going to get our body fat here, we're going to get the calipers, and that's going to give us a number. Now, as I said, it's not our body fat percentage, but it is a number that we can track. Again, we put this into the PT Hub, and every week we track this. Now, if this is coming down, this number is coming down, we know we're onto something and we are making progress. If it is staying the same, if it's coming down and the scale weight is staying the same, then we are all good. If it's staying the same and the scale weight's coming up, then we know we need to start to move things nutritionally, start to look at are we sticking to nutrition, or do we need to change anything? So every Friday morning we're going to take the caliper reading, and you may need to do this 2, 3, 4 times just to get that number that keeps coming back up and get a fair reflection of readings. Now, the third thing we're going to do is we can take measurements. So you get yourself a measuring tape. Now, I wouldn't suggest doing this every week, probably every 2 weeks, and just taking measurements. And what we do is we take measurements of our arm initially, and also make sure that you do the same arm every week. So I like to use the left arm, I just remember it easily that way. And where we're going to take it from is obviously really important. Now, to try and get the same area, I like to take my shoulder bone, feel for my shoulder bone there, and my elbow, and I try and get right in the middle of those 2 points. Okay, that's for my arm. Now for my waist, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the narrowest area, okay, and that helps to really kind of get the same spot every time. So I take my narrowest area, and then for your waist, I usually just take the widest area that you feel. For many people, it might not be there around their hips. It might be a little bit higher, but visually, it's where we can visually see, so we can try and get the measuring tape on the same spot every time that we do it. So the waist, it's narrowest area, and then around the hips, it's going to be around the widest area. Okay, and then the last one is your leg, and again, take it from the same leg. I always do my right, you could do your left, but make sure it's the same one every other week. And again, find your hip, the knee, and we're going to get right in the middle there and take the measurement, take the measuring tape around your leg right in the middle of those 2 points. And that is what you're going to do with the measuring tape. Now, the last thing that we're going to do, and again, it's something you might want to do every week, we can even push this to every 2 weeks, is take photos, okay? Front, side, and back every week and make sure that it is in good lighting, it's the same lighting, and they're decent quality photos. We don't want photos, selfies through mirrors and things like that. Get someone to take front, side and back and make sure that they're quality and consistent every week. Alright guys, that's how we're going to track progress. We're going to track progress through scale weights. We're going to track progress through calipers, through measurements, and also through photos. And that all together is going to really give us a really good outlook on how we are making progress. And if we're making progress, and if not, we need to change something.